Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Kellogg's Insta-Bowls. We have the Frosted Flakes, the Raisin Bran Crunch,
Froot Loops, and Apple Jacks.
These were $1.98 each at Walmart, and I don't know how much these cups normally are. So I can't even compare because I don't know how much you would normally. $1.98 each.
$2.
Yeah, but I don't know, the other cups might be just as much. Yeah, I don't know. So what the deal is with these, what in the world is an Insta-Bowl? Well, you add water instead of milk. So it says add cold water and stir to create milk. Delicious milk and cereal in a splash. Directions, add a half cup cold water to the fill line and stir. So there is a fill line on the side, or you can just measure out half a cup. That's what we did. We have 4 of these glasses.
Just to make it easier. Just
to make it easier for the video, add cold water.
Because normally you're just going to go to the sink, fill it up with cold water, and go, to the line and go.
Exactly. This is cereal with milk powder. That's what it is.
That's what I figured, like a powdered milk.
It's distributed by Kellogg's. One bowl is 190 calories. The Kellogg's Frosted Flakes of Corn. That's what it says. Okay. So, I'm going to...
Oh, and you can see the fill line from inside as well.
Yeah, I wonder if you could hold just that first one up. We'll try to let you see that before we start.
Unfocused handing stage from the camera. There we go.
There we go.
Kind of see the arrow and the line in there.
Yeah. So we'll see how close this half a cup comes.
Because they said half a cup. We didn't make that up.
Okay, I'm going to stop there. I still have a little bit of water
just
left.
a little bit.
But I didn't want to go past that fill line because I don't want it to get soggy. Oh, we should have had the camera on this. Maybe when we do the next one, we'll take the camera off the tripod.
Let you see what it looks like.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to do this. So with the next one we try, we'll do that.
Do it see in the bowl.
Yeah, we'll show you what it looks like. Because it looks like I poured milk in here now.
Yeah, it's white.
Okay. Do you want to take the first bite?
Go for it.
Okay.
And it doesn't get any higher than the fill line, just to let you know. That even with the cereal in there, it never gets any higher than the fill line. So that's how much cereal you're getting.
One thing I have to say, I wish the water was colder.
Yeah, I got it out of the tap. I didn't get it out of the refrigerator.
You use cold water. Yeah, if we had used bottled water, or if you have one of those refrigerators with the water in the front, I would use that water if you're going to make it.
Yeah, it does make it colder.
Because you're going to get colder water. Out of the tap, it's just, I wish it was cold. I like the flavor of it.
It's not bad. Yeah, the milk flavor is not as rich as regular milk, but it does still taste fine.
It works well with that cereal because Frosted Flakes are sweet. And so they're sweet flakes, sweet flakes of corn. So it works well with that because you're getting the sweetness. The only thing I would say is I use very cold water. So the next one we're going to be trying is the Raisin Bran Crunch. And I'll have Kevin take you off the tripod. We'll have a close-up of this one as we're making it. So the Raisin Bran Crunch is 200 calories. And this is how it looks. And see, you can see the powdered milk in there. So, I'm going to pour my water. There we go. And now I'm going to stir.
So the fill line is just slightly less than half a cup.
Yeah. Make sure you don't leave any powder on top. And see, it looks like milk. So this is what they're all going to look like. It literally looks like milk. Okay, so I swear there's like 2 raisins in this whole bowl.
I always had that issue with raisins.
There's literally like 2 raisins in here.
It says, they used to say like 2 raisins in each bite.
2 scoops, right?
In each box. But they used to say raisins in each bite. Then you don't get hardly any raisins in each bite nowadays.
I think the saying was there's 2 scoops of raisin, 2 scoops of raisins in Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
That's okay.
Did that have a cinnamon flavor?
A little bit, just a touch. I use it like Raisin Bran. I agree. The temperature, where you're so used to eating cereal like really cold.
Really cold milk.
It throws you off a little bit when you're drinking it. When you're eating it, kind of not quite room temperature, but almost room temperature.
Yeah, and that came out of the tap. I'm surprised it wasn't colder than that.
I know, and I let it run for a minute to get really good and cold.
Yeah. I actually like.
It's not bad.
I like the flavor of that. I like the texture of it. Those flakes have a different texture.
It's more gritty.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
It gives you more to chew
It's
on.
more like granola kind of texture compared to the.
Yeah, well, no wonder I like
Flakes,
it. Yeah, I love Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes are great, but between the two, I think I like the texture of the.
I always loved Raisin Bran. When I was a kid, I used to eat Raisin Bran all the time.
Okay, but you know what? That says Raisin Bran Crunch. So is there a difference in that?
I don't know.
So is that
Maybe like clusters or something?
Maybe they put like little clusters of, maybe that's why I like it so much.
Little clusters of granola or something.
Oh, and I just didn't even know.
No.
Maybe that's the difference. Okay. Because before I would have never just chosen Raisin Bran over that, but maybe I don't know. Okay. And these are Froot Loops. This is the lowest calorie. We've gone from 190 to 200 to 150 calories for the Froot Loops.
Which is funny because the Froot Loops is the sugary cereal.
I know. When people are like, oh, that's too sweet, that's too sugary. Well, okay, I'm seeing an issue here.
You floated.
Yeah, the other cereal stayed at the bottom. When you add water to this one, it floats, and so it's covering up that line. So you're not seeing it.
Use your spoon to push it.
Okay, that's up to the fill line. Go ahead and stir it.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
So where's the powder?
So it's just a little.
On the bottom?
The powder was on the bottom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you really have to. I haven't stirred one yet, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So you really have to make sure you get the bottom.
Yeah.
Because this one's a little harder to do because it's very firm. And it takes up a lot more space. Not firm. It takes up a lot more space than the flakes did.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to stir up.
Well, it's harder just to see because it floats. I guess, and these probably will float too because these are rings as well. So,
everything down here floats.
Yeah. Okay. Check it. Go ahead. You've already got your spoon in there. So where do you think people are like using these for camping? Or
I have a comment on that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
I like that. I mean, if you think about it, these are just your regular cereals, except they have a powdered milk in them.
I like it.
And which was hilarious because powdered milk's been around for 400,000 years, and I'm amazed nobody else has come up with this idea before.
I like this just as much as milk.
Yeah,
I literally
except it's
do.
not as cold.
And you know what just came to my mind? You're not adding any calories.
No, it's already in the bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
this
it's already
is 150
calculated.
calories and it's already because even though we buy 2% milk, that still is a lot of calories for 2% milk.
Or you could buy white water or skim milk.
You're not adding any white water. You're not adding any more calories to any of these.
No, they're already calculated.
It tastes just as good to me as with milk.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, your big takeaway from this is use bottled water though, from the fridge.
Yes, use bottled water. Yeah, use bottled water because it's going to be colder. This is the Apple Jacks and it's only 150 calories. Yeah, and this is going to float. Okay.
Yeah, you can stir one of those up and tell me what you think the difference is. It's a little harder to stir, isn't it? Because all the flakes aren't at the bottom.
Yes, it is. It is more difficult to stir. I mean, it's not difficult. It's more of a challenge to
make sure you get all the powder.
To make sure you get all the powder than the first two,
Right.
because those flakes stay at the bottom. With this floating, it's just, more of a challenge. Okay. You could use these
Applejack.
in so many circumstances.
Yeah.
It tastes like, Apple Jacks with milk.
Yeah. But like I said, in all these, the milk flavor is not as rich or as strong flavor-wise. It's there, but it's not as, like you don't get that really creamy kind of milk flavor.
You know what,
but
though?
It's good, though.
All four of these are very sweet cereals, so it really works. It works well to where you're tasting that strong cereal with the sugar, and it just, so it works. I don't know that this would necessarily be as good with plainer cereal.
Right. But I don't know, it might.
It might,
It definitely tastes different than if you just added water.
Yes,
because just adding water to cereal would not taste like this. This does have that milk flavor.
So what are...
My comment, these would be great for taking, I'm thinking like if you're going to, your kids are running to a soccer game and they need something to eat real quick when they get there. You could take a bottle of water in one of these, pour it in there, they can eat their cereal. Hell, you could drink it if you really wanted to.
You could put this in your luggage.
You could.
I mean...
That was my comment about, I was thinking these would be excellent for camping.
Camping.
My bad thing about camping is the packaging.
What about
you put this in a backpack or something, they're going to get smashed. And they're going to pop open and stuff's going to come out of them. They needed to be in a pouch.
Oh,
for camping. Where you either open it up and pour your water in the pouch and just eat it out of the pouch or drink it out of the pouch.
For backpacker.
Yeah, I'm thinking about backpacking.
If you're in an RV, go for it.
Yeah, taking them out to school with you in your backpack. You really couldn't do these because they're just too big and bulky.
Oh, that's true. In a backpack for school, you would probably want it in a pouch.
Yeah,
that's true.
So the packaging for some situations isn't the greatest packaging.
You could have these at work though.
But they could repackage these and sell these in the camping aisle.
Yes, they could.
With all the other camping meals.
Because there's camping meals. Yeah. Kellogg's they don't have anything in that department at all in the camping section. They could literally, I love that idea. They could literally repackage these and people are going to buy them for their kids when they go camping. Yeah. I love that idea.
Because I think these are probably more camping related kind of foods. Like you're out in the wilderness hiking and you've got some water with you and you can make some cereal to get you going for the day.
I'm also thinking though, parents are busy these days and they work and everybody needs to work, and so I'm thinking this is something a kid, you could stock up on these at home and the kid can make their own in the morning. And you don't have to worry about having milk all the time.
That's true.
In the refrigerator. This, you just have to have the water and you're set.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good idea. I think it's neat.
I love the idea.
I think they cost a little too much.
I think they're worth it for the convenience. I really do.
If you need the convenience, then they're worth it.
I really do. I think this is a $2 breakfast for your kid versus, I bet you it costs that much going to school. It's buying breakfast at school.
Yeah.
But stuff like that's gotten high. So I bet you this is more affordable than that.
This is also a portion. So if you're worried about your kids eating too much in the mornings, like me eating 4 bowls in the morning, then this is good because it's portioned that, they just get the one.
Yeah, bowl. I love that moment that I realize I'm not adding calories. It is what it is. Because anytime I've bought these, I've bought little balls of these before. And you've got to take the calories on there, but then you're also adding whatever milk. Even if you're buying the 35 calorie milk, you're still adding calories. This way you're not adding a thing to it. And they're all for sweet and delicious. Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, so if you've got a situation that needs this kind of thing, they're worth buying.
Yes, absolutely.
If you don't, then don't worry about it. But if you fit in one of these situations where you might need something like this, then they're definitely worth it. They taste good.
Absolutely. And I will fully expect other brands like this is Kellogg's,
like Post,
General Mills. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to be doing it too. But they're absolutely worth a try. So I will have a picture of each one of these for you at the end. And thanks for watching.